Good day, Sint Maarten. I'm Jaciana Lassero.
And I'm also Lauren.
Good day, St. Martin. I'm Glenda York.
And I'm Tiziana Hart.
And welcome back to another edition of St. Maarten NEWSDESK.
Brought to you by TV15.
We bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
Let's dive into our top headlines. KPSM investigates 2 fatal traffic accidents within 24 hours. The police force of St. Maarten KPSM is investigating 2 separate fatal traffic incidents that occurred within a 24-hour period on Thursday, raising renewed concerns about road safety across the island. The first incident happened around 3:30 a.m. along Welfare Road in Coal Bay near KFC. Police responded to reports of a man lying on the roadway, believed to have been struck by a vehicle that fled the scene. Emergency personnel provided medical assistance before transporting the victim in critical condition to the Sint Maarten Medical Center, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Police are treating the case as a fatal hit and run and are urging witnesses, drivers with dash cam footage, or anyone with information to come forward. Authorities are also calling on the driver involved to take responsibility and contact police. Later that same morning at approximately 9:30 a.m., a second fatal accident occurred on Nisbet Road involving a garbage truck and a pedestrian. The male victim was struck, received emergency care at the scene, and was transported to the hospital where he later passed away. KPSM's traffic department is actively investigating both incidents to determine the exact circumstances. Police have extended condolences to the families of the victims and are urging all road users to remain alert, slow down, and exercise caution, emphasizing that vigilance and responsibility can prevent further loss of life. TEATT hosts strategic economic consultation to chart new direction for St. Maarten. St. Maarten is at a critical crossroads, facing interconnected challenges including economic sustainability, labor pressures, governance reform, safety, and long-term competitiveness. Recognizing that resilience alone is no longer enough, the Ministry of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunication, known as TEATT, will host a strategic economic stakeholders consultation workshop from February 2nd to 6th at the Bel Air Community Center. Held under the theme Addressing St. Maarten's Crossroads, Charting a New Way Forward, the 5-day consultation is designed to move beyond traditional formats. TEATT says the initiative focuses on depth, structure, and follow-through, reflecting months of preparation and stakeholder feedback, calling for more relevant and actionable engagement. The goal is to view the economy holistically, recognizing that while individuals experience economic issues differently, the system itself is deeply interconnected. Each day of the workshop will focus on a core pillar shaping St. Maarten's economic future, including tourism development, safety and security, the blue economy with an emphasis on maritime and yachting, the orange economy and creative industries, and policy and institutional alignment. International experts will join local stakeholders to share practical insights from jurisdictions that have faced similar challenges, offering lessons that can be adapted to St. Maarten's context. The consultation brings together the private sector, labor unions, government-owned companies, independent institutions, and all ministries, and aligns with ongoing reforms under the E6 country package. Input gathered will directly inform the development of a strategic economic development plan aimed at realistic, implementable outcomes. Stakeholders who receive invitations are encouraged to register, while others with relevant expertise may also participate. Registration remains open until Friday, January 30th. MP Wescot-Williams proposes Parliament-led Community Development Fund. Member of Parliament Sarah Wescot-Williams submitted a proposal to the Parliamentary Committee on District Councils calling for the piloting of a community-driven district development fund, a Parliament-led initiative aimed at increasing resident participation in small-scale district improvements across Sint Maarten. The proposal responded to long-standing community calls for a more direct role in shaping local environments through practical projects such as beautification, lighting, playground upgrades, and safer public spaces. Wescot-Williams emphasized that communities are best positioned to identify their own priorities when given structured opportunities, transparency, and proper oversight. She explained that the initiative formed part of her broader effort to encourage a more proactive and independently functioning Parliament, noting that relying solely on questions and delayed responses often limit Parliament's ability to deliver timely, tangible results for residents. The proposed fund focuses on clearly costed, high-impact micro-projects identified by district residents and councils, supported through public-private partnerships, community organizations, and diaspora involvement. The Sint Maarten Development Fund or another suitable public entity was identified as a potential fiduciary manager to ensure sound financial oversight, compliance, and transparent reporting. The proposal also called for the SMDF to brief Parliament on existing or planned community-driven initiatives to encourage alignment and possible scaling. Wescot-Williams stressed that the initiative was meant to complement, not replace, existing development efforts while strengthening civil ownership and trust. Her proposal recommended committee endorsement of the concept, collaboration with relevant ministries and stakeholders, and the selection of 1 or 2 districts for pilot implementation in 2026. She concluded that Parliament must use the tools already available to enable solutions that residents can see and feel within their own communities.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenna York of Sit, Sip and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV15 Sint Maarten, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in Sint Maarten, your NEWSDESK featured story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, Sint Maarten, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us.
At Tellem, we believe connection goes beyond signals. It's about people. From every call, every laugh,
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thanks for calling.
every moment shared across our island,
Game time.
we're reminded this network was built by Sint Maarten for Sint Maarten.
I couldn't. Oh, I got you. Don't worry, man. We're good.
When are you coming to St. Maarten?
All right, let's go. Go.
Here's to staying connected to what matters most. Your connection, your Christmas.
Stay connected to the best of local and Caribbean content anywhere, anytime with the TVC Plus app, the official app of TVC Channel 40. With the TVC Plus app, you can watch TVC Channel 40 live, catch every episode of your favorite shows on demand, watch exclusive pay-per-view content, listen to Voice of the Caribbean Radio, and watch and read SKN Newsline. The TVC Plus app is available on all your devices. On the Google Play Store, search TVC and the plus sign. In the Apple App Store, type the words TVC Plus. And we're also available on the Amazon App Store for Fire TV and Fire Stick devices. Search the words TVC Plus. Download today and take TVC Channel 40 wherever you go.
And don't miss NEWSDESK, weekdays at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on TVC. Sing Kids to the World, now streaming everywhere. DJ competition and drum parade keep Carnival energy high in Marigot. Carnival spirits remain high in Marigot as the second round of pre-carnival events took place on January 24th and 25th, drawing strong crowds and lively participation. The weekend featured the Bar Venture Blind DJ competition and the Touch the Road Drum Parade, both celebrating local talent, culture, and community pride as the carnival season continued to build momentum. The Blind DJ competition delivered an electrifying showcase of the island's DJ talent, with competitors demonstrating sharp mixing skills, creativity, and crowd control over 3 intense rounds. DJ Drino emerged as the winner, earning the title of official DJ for the 2026 Carnival season. DJ Red Boy placed second, followed by DJ Tamon, DJ Tony, DJ 1K, and DJ Joker. DJ 1K also received the Carnival Mix Social Media Prize for outstanding online engagement. As part of the win, DJ Drino secured high-profile Carnival performances, including appearances at the Mad Island Festival in March and the 10th anniversary of Bacchanal Sunday in May. On Sunday, the Touch the Road Drum Parade transformed the streets of Marigot during the Costume Frenzy edition, organized in collaboration with the Rhythm and Groove Association. From late afternoon into early evening, drummers, performers, and masqueraders of all ages filled the route with powerful rhythms, vibrant costumes, and infectious carnival energy. Spectators lined the streets dancing and cheering as the parade highlighted traditional drumming, cultural expression, and community unity. The Carnival Committee, FCDSM, extended thanks to MC Rummer, the judges, partners, sponsors, volunteers, and all participating DJs and performers for making the event safe and memorable. Appreciation was also shared with the public and private partners whose support made the celebrations possible. With strong turnout and growing excitement, Carnival de Sint Maarten continues to shine as a platform for talent, tradition, and unforgettable experiences. Sint Maarten Tourism Office and CCISM reviewed 2025 achievements and partnerships. The Sint Maarten Tourism Office and the Chamber of Commerce and Industry CCISM reviewed their 2025 actions on Monday during a meeting with elected officials and tourism stakeholders at the Grand Cause Beach Club. Tourism Office President Valerie Damazo and CCISM President Angèle Dormois presented separate overviews of their year, along with joint initiatives carried out with local, regional, and international partners. The session marked the start of a 2-day series of meetings, workshops, and discussions focused on the island's tourism sector. The review was attended by Minister of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport, and Telecommunications, Curaçao Heilige Martin, Honorable Minister, President of the Collectivité, Louis Mussington, and MP France Gums. Highlights from 2025 included strong promotional outreach, with the Tourism Office attending 25 international trade shows, gaining more than 1,000 travel agents online, holding over 20 meetings with press and influencers, and listing more than 520 tourism-related businesses on the Système Information Touristique. Sint Maarten also earned major international recognition in 2025, winning awards for Caribbean's leading festival and event destination, Best Culinary Destination in the Caribbean, and ranking 3rd among the best Caribbean islands to visit in 2026. President Damazo emphasized that these successes reflected close cooperation across the island, noting that Sint Maarten's strength as a destination lies in collaboration across borders and institutions. Court rules Dutch state failed to protect Bonaire from climate change risks. A landmark ruling by the District Court of The Hague has found that the Dutch state failed to adequately protect the residents of Bonaire from the effects of climate change and unlawfully treated them differently from residents of the European Netherlands. The case was brought by Greenpeace, and the court ruled that this unequal and insufficient protection violates the European Convention on human rights. The court ordered the Dutch government to take far-reaching action. Within 18 months, binding interim greenhouse gas reduction targets must be written into national law for the entire economy. In addition, by 2030, the state must have a fully developed and implemented climate adaptation plan to strengthen Bonaire's resilience against rising temperatures, sea level rise, and extreme weather. Judges highlighted Bonaire's heightened vulnerability, noting that large parts of the island lie at or below sea level. Its economy depends heavily on tourism, and many residents lack the means to protect themselves from climate impacts. The court accepted scientific evidence showing that temperatures are already at unhealthy levels and that future risks include flooding, damage to infrastructure, public health threats, and the loss of ecosystems such as coral reefs and mangroves. The ruling was especially critical of the Dutch climate legislation, finding it falls short of international standards under the Paris Agreement. The court concluded that current policies make it highly unlikely the Netherlands will meet its 2030 emissions targets, and that Bonaire has been left without timely or concrete adaptation measures despite long-standing warnings.
When we come back, we go to our in-depth feature of the day, exploring one of the island's most thought-provoking topics. That's just ahead. Stay tuned.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe.
The right to learn and get an education.
The right to speak up and be heard.
The right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Maarten is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights give us power, our responsibilities make us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every love, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want
fever is in the air and it's about to spread like wildfire when Freedom Fighters Foundation proudly presents the 27th annual Bob Marley Tribute Concert, Friday, February 6th at the Sagidala Bar in Simpson Bay, featuring live performance by St. Martin's finest artists, featuring Percy Rankin, Essence, Timo, Lady Rubia, Kuje, Zoraida, Sigma, Roxy, Toby Hodge, Chantilia, Michael Madewell, and the music of the Freedom Fighters Band. Showtime is 9 p.m. sharp. Admission is $30 in advance, $40 at the door. Tickets available at the Eitel Shack on the Bush Road and from members of the Freedom Fighters Foundation. Don't miss the 27th anniversary of the Bob Marley Tribute Concert, February 6th at the Sagidala Bar in Simpson Bay at 9 p.m.
Like you never did before.
Welcome back. Each day we take a moment to go beyond the headlines and look deeper into the issues, people, and conversations shaping life here on Sint Maarten. Welcome to today's News Desk feature.
The past year was a stark reminder for the Caribbean. No one is coming to save us. Global shifts exposed the limits of reliance on traditional allies. The United States asserted America first, while Canada and Europe calibrated only when strategic shocks demanded attention. The rules-based international order, long assumed to protect small nations, proved conditional, flexible, and often convenient only for the powerful. For the Caribbean, these lessons were not abstract. For decades, migration absorbed ambition and remittances sustained families. Airports told the story each year. Young graduates departing, relationships maintained across oceans. That release valve is now shrinking. Migration policies abroad have shifted structurally. Opportunities that once absorbed talent now narrow. But migration was only one dependency. Trade preferences eroded. Tourism markets proved fragile. Remittances depend on foreign economies, and the global system assumed to restrain excess often failed. One by one, the cushions that supported Caribbean economies disappeared. The solutions themselves are clear. Invest early in education, protect infant industries, build state capacity, diversify relentlessly. Yet, too many economies still produce what people endure rather than what they choose. Energy is imported, food is imported, talent leaves, and integration remains more aspiration than practice. The obstacle is not ignorance, it is incentive. Import dependence enriches select actors. Fragmentation protects political power. Limited productive employment keeps labor cheap. Brain drain eases government pressure. External cushions make this survivable, and their disappearance now makes it untenable. A different Caribbean future is possible, one built on self-reliance, regional cooperation, and global competitiveness. Digital infrastructure enabling professionals to earn globally while living locally. Climate and innovation expertise exported from the region. Renewable energy keeping dollars circulating at home. Agriculture, arts, and technology moving from survival to scale. Cooperation must underpin this shift. CARICOM negotiating as a bloc, regional disaster responses preempting crisis, a unified foreign policy where 15 voices become one. The past year made the lesson clear. Development is political. It is about who captures the gains and who bears the cost. No external power will negotiate for us. No global system will protect us. The illusion has ended. The responsibility remains. The only question now is whether the Caribbean will finally act as if it understands.
Before we wrap up, we take a moment each day to check in with our neighbors across the region. There's always a story worth paying attention to. Here's today's regional headline.
Curaçao and Dutch Sears align advisory priorities in The Hague. The Social and Economic Councils of Curaçao and the Netherlands have taken steps to strengthen cooperation and align advisory priorities within the kingdom. On his way to an international board meeting in Greece, Dr. Anders Raul Henriques, Director and Secretary General of the SER of Curaçao, met for a working lunch with Professor Dr. Kim Putters, President of the SER of the Netherlands. The meeting was held at the CR headquarters in The Hague and focused on recent socio-economic and governance developments in both Curaçao and the European Netherlands. In a private exchange, the two leaders discussed how their advisory work can be better aligned while taking into account shared challenges and the distinct realities in which each council operates. Discussions centered on improving coordination in policy advice and knowledge development with an emphasis on strengthening evidence-based recommendations that support sustainable economic and social development across the kingdom. Following the meeting, Henriquez continued on to Thessaloniki. Following the meeting, Henriquez continued on to Thessaloniki, Greece, where he will attend the statutory board meeting of the International Association of Economic and Social Councils and similar institutions known as ACCISM. The meeting, scheduled for January 30th, will bring together representatives from socioeconomic councils worldwide to discuss the association's international work agenda. The engagement highlights ongoing efforts to enhance collaboration between advisory institutions within the kingdom and to ensure that policy guidance remains responsive, coordinated, and forward-looking.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Maarten News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV15 and then across our social media platforms. I'm Elsa Lawrence.
And I'm Jessica Nela. I wish you an amazing evening. See you tomorrow.
Keep them friendly.